New tonight at 5:30, Sky 5 over the Tweeter Center, the site of many concerts, and according to the Attorney General, many child labor violations. The AG's office says 100 minors were working beyond the daily maximum limits and too late on school nights.
Here's Team 5's Team 5's Kelly Tuthill, who has the story for us tonight. Quite an interesting story, Kelly.
Yes, Liz. In fact, Team 5 began investigating this story in June when a veteran employee contacted us. She said she'd been complaining about child labor violation for years, but could not get anyone to respond. So Team 5 contacted the Attorney General's office, and after a 3-month investigation, Martha Coakley has announced she's cited 2 companies operating at the Tweeter Center, Live Nation Inc. and Delaware North, known as Sports Service. They were cited for multiple child labor violations. Sports Service allegedly had minors working beyond 10 o'clock on school nights and in excess of 9 hours a day. That company was fined $12,000. Live Nation has been fined nearly $4,000. The whistleblower asked Team 5 investigates to hide her identity in order to protect her job.
Why are you concerned about this?
It's illegal. They're tired. It's on school nights. They are getting out very, very late. On the all-day concerts, they are working 12 and 13-hour shifts, and sometimes they're getting behind the wheel of a car and then they have to drive home. It's really a safety issue.
The state's child labor laws were updated earlier this year to provide better protection for 16 and 17-year-olds. We did try to reach Live Nation and Sports Service for comment, but have not heard from those companies yet. For Team 5 Investigates, I'm Kelly Tuthill.
Hurt in the leg. Team 5 investigates tonight. Children working long hours and working late. 2 major companies doing business right here in Massachusetts slapped with hefty fines for violating child labor laws. Here's Sean Kelly.
Violations against young teenagers working at the Tweeter Center do not amount to a storyline for a 19th century Upton Sinclair novel. The Jungle, it isn't. But Attorney General Martha Coakley says 2 companies operating at the venue violated child labor laws.
We want to make sure the kids have the appropriate supervision, they're not working too late in a situation where they shouldn't be, and they're not working too many hours.
In June, Team 5 began investigating reports of violations against the 2 companies accused, Live Nation and Delaware North companies. A longtime employee blew the whistle. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
They're tired. It's on school nights. They are getting out very, very late. On the all-day concerts, they are working 12 and 13-hour shifts.
Coakley's office began looking into the case after Team 5 called with questions. Investigators found approximately 100 teenagers forced to work more than 9 hours a day, regularly past 10 o'clock without overtime.
They just feel pressure around their boss because they think their boss is going to fire them, but in reality, your boss can't fire you for speaking up for your rights.
These teenagers lobbied the legislature to change child labor laws. It worked, and now the AG's office can go after companies using fines instead of criminal penalties.
That's more reasonable.
We just want to make sure that kids aren't exploited in any way, large or small, by this.
The total amount of fines against the 2 companies is $16,000. Neither one of them returned our phone calls. Attorney General Coakley is hopeful this case will send a message to others violating child labor laws. For Team 5 Investigates, I'm Sean Kelly. Liz?
All right, Sean, thanks very much. Still ahead tonight.